Hello, welcome, and thanks for watching this product focus series brought to you by Keystroke. In this video, I'll show you how Project KickStart can help you be even more productive by integrating with the ACT Contact and Customer Relationship Management software. There are two ways that Project KickStart and ACT can integrate: importing contacts from ACT into Project KickStart, and exporting tasks from Project KickStart into ACT's calendar. So let's start with importing contacts from ACT into your Project KickStart project. This will allow you to assign team members that are in ACT to tasks in Project KickStart and have those tasks exported back into ACT so activities can be tracked and managed in the ACT database. So here's a sample project that I've been working on. Now, when you install and configure Project KickStart, it will go through a step to ask you which database in ACT that you want to integrate with. Another way to set up that integration, if it wasn't done, is under the Tools menu, and then Options, and then the ACT tab right here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose which database I'd like to integrate with. I'm just going to click Browse, go to where my database resides, and click Open. Now I'm going to log into the ACT database here with my ACT username and password. Alright, now it knows which database that I want to integrate from and pull contacts in from. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go down to Team right here on the left. And from here there are two ways to pull up the contact list. You've got your contact button along the top, and you have a contact button over here on the right. So I'm going to go ahead and click up Contacts, and this will bring open this window right here. As you can see, I have no contacts assigned currently, no contacts imported into this project. So I'm going to go ahead and click Import from ACT. This will then log into your ACT database, and now you can see all of my ACT contacts in this database are listed right here. So I want to start searching for the team members that I want to add to this project. In this case, I am going to use Chris Huffman, Ernst Anderson, and Fred Fenderline. So I'm just going to search for Fred and hit Enter. And this is the Fred I want right here, and I'm just going to choose this button right here to send him down to the bottom. And I want to choose another person, Chris Huffman. And you can type their whole name or partial or a portion of their name. And I want to choose this Chris, push him down, and I'm going to import one more of my team members here. I'm going to use Ernst Anderson. There's Ernst. Alright, now I've got the three team members that I'd like to add to this project so I can assign tasks to them. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Here they are listed. And now I can choose this button at the bottom to add them to the project. Now I've got three people listed here in the team section that will be available for me to add to any tasks. And as I've showed you in previous videos, here's the assign step that allows you to select the task you'd like to assign and simply check mark that person to assign them to that task. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to export these tasks that have been assigned to these people into the ACT database. And this can be helpful, this can be handy if some of your team members maybe don't have access to your Project KickStart project. Maybe you're the only one that manages that, but you want some of your team members to take care of some of these tasks in your project. Alright, so here's my task list, and as you can see, here are the people that I have assigned to certain tasks. So what I want to do now is get these tasks exported to the ACT database because I know that these team members do have access to this ACT database, and once these are exported, these team members will then know what tasks that they're supposed to be taking care of. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this button right here on the top, Export to ACT. And this will bring open a window that asks you three questions, where you can export all of the tasks here in this list, or maybe just the uncompleted tasks. In this project, it happens to be that none of my tasks are completed yet. or you do have the option of exporting just the completed tasks. In this example, I'm just going to go ahead and export all of the tasks. So I'm going to click the Start button. This will bring open this new window asking you if you want to create new and link to existing activities automatically, or if you'd allow, or if it wants me to choose which tasks get assigned to which person. So I'll show you both of these options. This top option basically will just go ahead and take this information and export it all into ACT. So I'm going to go ahead and click the OK button. And we can see now that it's going to be exporting all 51 of these tasks from Project KickStart into the ACT database. And it is complete. So now we can click Close. And I'll show you in the ACT database here, in my calendar or task list, you're going to now see all of these new tasks. And here they are. Now doing this, exporting all the tasks at once will export all the tasks and assign them to yourself or the person who you set up as the login for the ACT database in Project KickStart. So we can actually look at these tasks now, see when they're supposed to be completed, see what it's regarding. Alright, now I want to show you the other option. So I'm going to go ahead and do that export again. I have just removed all those activities from ACT. So I can show you this next option. So I'm going to click Export to ACT again. And I want to export all the tasks in this case again because I don't have any incomplete tasks yet. So I'm just going to export all of them. I'll click the Start button here. This time I want to choose which tasks get assigned. So using this feature right here will allow me to actually assign these tasks to these people manually. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. This will bring open a new window. Alright, so we can see what it's going to do here. Currently, this is the task name Revision for History. You can see that at the very top here. So basically, this is just going to let you go through each one of these tasks manually and assign it to different people. So right now we're on the Revision History task. I don't have anyone assigned to this. So I'm actually want to skip all of these and get down to this one for the first one where we can see Ernst is assigned in Project KickStart. So I'm going to be looking for document the purpose of the project. So in this case I want to actually skip this task called Revision History, and I want to get down to this one right here. So I'm going to click skip a number of times and you'll see this change along the top, and it pretty much matches what's going to happen over here. So now we're into the approval history. The next one should be what people will need to approve. And I'm just going to keep skipping until I get down to the document the purpose of the project right here. And there it is. So I want to assign this task to Ernst Anderson. So I want to choose this scheduled with field right here and have Ernst come up in this field. So I'm going to click this little button next to that. This will bring open the window to search my ACT contacts for who I want to assign to this. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in Ernst and hit enter. There's Ernst. I want to assign him. So I'm going to choose this down arrow to get him down at the bottom, and I'm going to click OK. Now we can see that Ernst will be assigned to this task, and when this is imported, this will show up on Ernst's calendar. And now the next step would be to create new activity. Alright, now it's automatically moved me to the next task. This is communication of purchase of the PRD to stakeholders. So again, this is going to be assigned to Ernst Anderson, so I'll go through the same process. And create new activity. Introduction will be the next task. I want to get actually to the subtask describes the nature of product services and assign that to Fred. So I want to skip this task for introduction. And here's the next task which I want to assign Fred to. So again, I'm going to choose this, search for Fred. And I want to use this Fred. this one was found most likely because there's Fred somewhere else in this person's contact record. But I know I want to choose Fred Fenderline. So I'm going to choose OK, and again, create new activity. Purpose and strategy is the next one. I want to skip this and get down to these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically I'll be assigning these next 5 tasks to Chris Huffman. When we get to why is the product important. So I want to skip this task. There's why the product is important. I'm going to choose this and search for Chris Huffman. I'm going to go ahead and copy this because I know I'm going to need to add him to the next 5 tasks. And again, create new activity. This will move to the next one automatically. And I know I want to assign this to Chris. Again, create new activity. It'll move to the next task. And I need to assign this to Chris as well. Create new activity, next task. Looks like I've got 2 more to assign. Create new activity. And this is the last task that I need to assign. And create new activity. All right, that's all the tasks that I want to assign for this. So from here on 16 of 51 tasks, I just want to skip all the rest of these tasks. So I'm just clicking the skip this task button a number of times till I get to the very end, and that's it. Those tasks have now been exported to ACT. So when I go into my ACT database, refresh my calendar, and now we can see these tasks. And we can see that they were assigned to the correct people. I will also be assigned to these tasks as well, because I'm integrating with the project KickStart through my record. But if we click on this, we can actually see the 2 people that are assigned to these tasks. Myself and Chris, who I signed through the project KickStart interface. As you can see, it's using the dates that came from the project KickStart project as well. Alright, so that's everything I wanted to show you as far as the integration with ACT, with contacts and tasks. I hope this has been helpful, insightful, and I do urge you to watch the other videos in this series. There are 5 other videos explaining the project KickStart feature set. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day today.